Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Rise of the Empire territory battle video guide. Now I already created detailed guide after the buff to Java Scavenger for the Reva missions where you can earn Reva shards. You have to obviously use your Grand Inquisitor and a bunch of Relic 7 Inquisitors. So if you're more interested, like a more in-depth guide in terms of the modding, the strategy, the when to use which abilities, the link in the description below to the original guide, but this one I just want to show you after I created that guide my following 6 attempts, just to show you a different bit of RNG, misplays that I made and things like that. So hopefully when you are doing those battles you know a little bit better what to do in certain situations rather than just showing you one battle as I did in that guide. So let's just first kick off by quickly going through the mods. I'm not going to spend too much because I've already done that in detailed guide. So you want a Grand Inquisitor modded with offense mods, but whatever you really do here, so 7 Sister, their speed set, as you can see, then 8 Brother, offense set. In either cases, all 5 Inquisitors like Circle, Cross, Triangle and Arrows, they're all protection primaries. You want to load these guys up with as much as protection as you can and no health, because damage over times as well as those thermal detonators that Java Scavenger will be stacking do health based damage. So first is always a bit of RNG what Javas do. Do your 7 Sisters gain a bonus turn node? So here she did get bonus turn meter. So what you want to target one of the Jawas with buffs, because then for each buff dispelled you apply an extra stack of purge. Here I decided to go for Jawa because the idea was, well, if I ability block him, then you know he won't be able to use his AoE that potentially could stun. But as you can see, Java is dodging a lot, so I think he does actually have some extra evasion in his unique. So I was struggling there to land 6 stacks of purge. It took a while, finally got it, and now I'm just making sure that I do use the correct ability that grants you tenacity up, because both icons show dual lightsabers. I'm like just making sure I got the right one. There we go. Have to make sure to target whoever's got 6 stacks of purge with that ability, and then you can gain tenacity up, which will stop obviously all those thermal stacking from Java Scavenger's unique. But as you can see, you've got a lot of thermals already, especially there on 7 Sister because she's constantly assisting. But now with tenacity up we won't be getting any more. Now as you can see, Dacha here's got 5 stacks of purge, so I just used basic, applied 6 stacks of purge, will give another turn to Grand Inquisitor, and now I can go ahead and use his AoE to dispel damage over times. So there you go, 7 Sister survived 19 thermal detonators, and that's all because modded for protection, so those thermal detonators didn't do that much damage. If she would be modded for health, she would be killed right there. So definitely the main thing here is load up your guys with lots of protection, and the rest now we just have to finish off. Here a mistake I made was I let their Java Scavenger hanging around for too long, so now I lost my tenacity up. So those thermals started stacking, but luckily they explode after I think 2 turns, so not straight away. So I was able to finish off the last remaining Jawa before, you know, those thermals went off again. And you probably know, as soon as you get to Kenobi, it's a pretty safe warfare. You just kind of land ability block on him with 7 Sister, and you know he can't do a whole lot. Alright, so let's go to the second attempt for this video. Again, we gain bonus turn meter here for 7 Sister on the opening AoE. Again, you want to go after somebody that do have buffs on them. This time I went after Nebit so he doesn't taunt, and this time, as you can see, Java Scavenger stunned 2 of my guys. Most annoyingly, he stunned there my Grand Inquisitor, which is a little bit annoying. I'm just gonna do basics here until I get that 6 stack of purge, so I can again get tenacity up. We're up to 5 stacks, and then luckily their Grand Inquisitor, he did get a turn to lose the stun, so now when I landed 6 stack of purge, Inquisitor will get his turn. So let's go ahead, do that. Now we get a turn. Again, we have to use this ability here, but I think in this run I made a slight mistake. I'm like, ooh, Java Scavenger is out in the open, he's not in stealth, let's just go ahead and knock him out and then, you know, grant an ST up. But guess what, I forgot here, I misplayed. I should have targeted Nebit because he had 6 stacks of purge, and now I do not have tenacity up, and I'm like, uh-oh, what have I done? But luckily there, obviously Javas do start dying off, but you can see I got a lot of thermal detonators on my guys. So I'm just trying to finish this battle off quickly just started hitting the AoEs as well, trying to finish off before my guys are taken down. I'm just gonna do here dispel damage over time. So let's see if we can finish off Nebit before my 7th sister goes down. Come on, Nebit, go down already. She's got 30 thermal detonators, and there you go, she died. Definitely I made a misplay there, a mental error. I went, oh yeah, let's take Scavenger out. But I just wanted to show here the wave number 2, that even without 7th sister, my guys will still able here to handle Jedi Master Kenobi and the pirate. Definitely if you do have your platoon's operations maxed here, I think then the pirate is not summoned, so that should be even easier. But I'm just showing you the run here, just to show you I was still able to just about pull this one off. Damage over time stacking up without obviously healing there from 7th sister. It got a bit close, but I did in the end was able to beat Kenobi. Come on boys, let's go. There we go, we got ability block, finally dispel there from Grand Inquisitor, removing all those damage over times, and then hopefully we can finish off Kenobi before he gets to do much. Come on, one more hit, healing immunity on him, he's not healing up, and there we go. We're still able to complete that, and for some reason Pirate came back anyway. Okay, attempt number 3, let's see how this one will go. There we go, we start a few hits. As you can see in this one, actually 7th sister, doesn't look like she gained bonus turn meter, so I'm gonna go ahead, target Nebit. So this is actually good RNG because Nebit had a lot of buffs on him, so I was able to get straight to 6 stacks of purge and immediately gain tenacity up. So this is probably, like I would say, perfect RNG round where you instantly get tenacity up, just because Jawas, they gain so many buffs from all those abilities, because my 7th sister didn't gain bonus turn meter right there. But anyway, other than that, pretty straightforward affair. We got tenacity up, and we're just kind of spreading the damage and let damage over time finish off these guys. There we go, Nebit is down. Let's go ahead, see if we can take down Scavenger this time so he doesn't start reapplying thermal detonators as soon as tenacity up now starts dropping after 2 turns. We got 1 Jawa down. We have to go after Engineer now because Dacha's in hiding. At this point again, if you would have maxed operations, Pirate Leader would not be there. You'll be able to go straight for Dacha there. But I had to go through Pirate first before I was able to finish off Dacha as well. And again, skipping wave 2, I mean, you know, full squad of Inquisitors can easily complete this attempt without any problems. Alright, let's go up to the next attempt. So you can see here we actually did have completed operations, so no Pirate. Here we go again, going after Nebit here. He had a taunt, and anyway he had 2 buffs, so he would have been best target to go anyway. Just trying to get it 6 stacks of purge as soon as we can. I think that should do it. And here we go, we can now gain tenacity up. So again, quite a good RNG run here, getting tenacity up already so early. Only a few thermal detonators on my guys, and now we can go ahead, start spamming all those AoEs and everything. And it should be pretty straightforward run from here as well. Just heal up whoever is the lowest on protection, and then we can start spamming AoEs, dispelling buffs. Another AoE coming in, definitely prioritizing here Scavenger, do an AoE, dispel all those damage over times, and just keep working there on Scavenger. Nebit died from damage over times as well. Scavenger, as soon as he gets a turn, he will die from damage over times as well. There we go, down he goes. I'm gonna finish off Jawa, wasn't enough. The other guys, yeah, they'll die from damage over times when they get a turn, so just kind of spreading the damage here. Going on Jawa Engineer, switching back to Jawa. There we go, Dacha's down. Going after Jawa, see if we can finish him quickly. There we go, he goes down as well, and the last also. And again, making through my way to wave 2 with everybody alive. So definitely a nice RNG run here as well, and no mental errors on my part. Okay, so here we go. Not a good RNG start, just 1 buff on either Jawa or Jawa Engineer. As you've seen, Jawa likes to dodge a lot, so I'm like, hey, let's go after Engineer this time. So only 3 stacks of purge, and now Jawa, unfortunately, they're landing a stun there over my 8th brother. I'm stuck behind the taunt, so I can't really get over to Jawa Engineer to, you know, keep stacking purge. So in this case, I just decided, you know what, let's do an AoE, get a few thermal detonators on us. That's okay, at least, you know, we can quickly now get back to Jawa Engineer. And also that AoE from a 5th brother will dispel stuns as well on your guys, just stuns, not other debuffs. Here we go. I'm like, alright, let's get tenacity up, and guess what? I learned nothing, right? Remember the second attempt? I'm like, let's go for Java Scavenger, but I should have gone for Java Engineer there. He had their 6 stacks of Purge, no Java Scavenger. At this point I'm like, uh-oh, what have I done? Let's just go ahead and try and brute force our way through Java Engineer here, because I don't have tenacity up. So let's go ahead, hopefully AoE will get him down. Almost got him. I think one more AoE, come on. There we go. So I kind of brute force my way through this one in the end without tenacity up. So definitely, you know, you can see there's a little bit of room for error, even, you know, with bad RNG, with mental mistakes. As long as you kind of handle your health protection, you can still kind of make it through. But definitely, these definitely look like, uh-oh, it's gonna come down to the wire again, trying to finish off these guys. Again, losing 7 Sister there because I made a mistake not getting tenacity up, as I should have in the beginning. But anyway, again, making 4 of these guys onto Kenobi as shown before. No issues, even here, obviously much easier. No Pirate there with his AoEs and Retribution. Alright, so I think this is going to be the final attempt at end number 6. There we go. Everybody going. Again, one of those rounds where 7 Sister does not actually gain bonus turn meter. So I'm just going to go after Dacha here. He's got the most buffs on him, so now we can go ahead, gain up to 6 stacks of Purge, and now we can go ahead, make sure we target whoever's got 6 stacks of Purge on them, gain tenacity up, and from here on out, you know, these battles are pretty straightforward. There we go. Let's can start spamming AoEs now, get all those debuffs flowing, and, you know, damage over times will take care of these guys. Again, healing up, you know, whoever has got the lowest protection. So 7 Sister, she healed herself in this situation. There we go, dispelling buffs. Let's go ahead, do an AoE, get rid of damage over times, and just working on Scavenger, get Scavenger down, so, you know, we don't start getting thermal detonators, but when he gets a turn, he'll die from damage over times, I think, anyways. There we go, down he goes, and now the remaining 3 Javas can't do a whole lot again. No operations fully filled up here, so no Pirate there. It's not like he does a whole lot, as you've seen, you know, but yeah, it doesn't make a whole difference. But if you can wait, it's always, I guess, easier to do that. We go, taking down Java Engineer, and we can go ahead and finish him. I'm like, come on boys, let's go. Finish Nebby there as well, dying from damage over time. Let's go ahead, heal up a little bit, and this will make then now our way onto the second wave, where again you're going up against Jedi Master Kenobi again. Operations fully filled in this one, so no Pirate, very straightforward. I mean, you can basically auto play at this point. I still like to put ability block before I hit that auto play, just to make sure that, you know, I can be a bit funny sometimes, right, with the use of abilities. But as soon as that happens, once you've got ability blocks on him, you can just hit autoplay, and that's pretty much it. And there you go, guys, that's all for today's video. Hopefully it was useful and helpful, just showing you different RNG runs, also some battles that I made mistakes, was still able to pull through in the end, just because of, you know, loading up these guys with a lot of protection. So even there's a little bit of a margin there for error and bad RNG. So hopefully this will now help you along the way when you continue earning Reva shards, because she really takes Inquisitors to a whole nother level, as you probably know. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.